Good morning, mystery, suspense, and pre-modern comics fans. I'm up nice and early this morning. Again, it's Saturday. I've got a lot of things to do, so thought I'd bring this to you before I started all that. Not drinking coffee this morning. I'm drinking something called Defense, which my lovely wife made for me this morning. It tastes like ginger and silken mists of fog. It's just lovely. It's just really nice. So yeah, bit of ginger in there, definitely. Nice. It just makes a change from coffee, to be fair. I am really not a massive standard tea drinker. My wife drinks gallons of the stuff, but it's not for me. But again, that is nothing to do with pre-modern comics. Bringing you 5 books today, bit of a mixture, but they all have that same wonderful Atom Age sort of feel. The first one I'm going to show you is an Allen Class Outer Space number 3, which is absolutely beautiful. Made me chuckle as I was going through this morning. How, it's a spaceship, certainly, obviously, but it still has like the US like military space program is still in the military's hands. To be fair, it probably still is. But isn't that great? I think it's a Monstroso cover. Nicholas and Mastro Serio cover. That's it. Monsteroso, wasn't he an outer space creature in Tales of Suspense? I think so. But again, that's a beautiful cover. Fantastic depiction of a huge hand gripping what eerily looks like a space shuttle decades before one was actually done. Marvellous. What happened? We've stopped moving. My gosh, Captain, it looks like a giant hand. Well deducted there, sir. Be sure to read this chilling adventure, The Incredible Giants. That's one for you, Elsa. As a matter of fact, the entire showing of books today is for Elsa Mendez. And I always say it, she loves that particular sort of outer space theme. And there's nothing wrong with that, I love it myself. Next up is Outer Space number 7, again from Allen Class. With your typical green monster. And a lovely little squat spaceship there. And that actually says pow pow. Okay. Nothing else, no other wording anywhere. Slightly lesser quality than the Outer Space 3, but still very, very nice indeed. I actually might spend some time. There's a fair bit of, dirt on the in the yellow on the cover. Might spend some time getting rid of that, I think. Beautiful. Spaceship SP3. Yeah, if I was one of the astronauts, I'd be running like that as well. Just going, get the hell out of here. Certainly would. I probably wouldn't stop and talk for 5-10 minutes, ask them if they could explain to me the great leaps in science that they've made well above us. No, I just run for the hills. Outer Space number 7. Lovely Allen Class. Right now, I decided to every week bring you obviously a bit of Allen Class, but other bits that I've collected along the way in recent months. So today, until I get through them all, and then we'll be back to solidly Allen Class again. So I am moving on today to show you the next fantastic tales in my collection, which is a Thorpe and Porter, not Allen Class. This is Fantastic Tales number 3. Just checking that I'm correct. Yep, number 3. Big Thorpe and Porter logo right there. Superb. Again, it's another Elsa Mendez. Incredible spaceship cover. Look at that. Look at that. The thing that I couldn't quite put my finger on in the last few weeks regarding sort of like the differences with Fantastic Tales and, you know, the Thorpe and Porter comics in general and Alan Class books is that with Fantastic Tales, I sussed it this week. They've gone with like non-gradiated covers. There's no detail, there's no depth of perception, put it that way. There's no sense of distance. It's just solid colour upon solid colour upon solid colour, as you can see from this Fantastic Tales. Which is lovely, it just gives it a different type of look. No gradient indeed. You've got obviously the artist's line work, and then it's like block colour, block colour. So if you compare that to the previous issue, with Outer Space, you've actually got a sense of perspective. You can see so much more in there. I mean, yeah, you've got the solid block of blue on the landscape, but look at the black amidst the green on the alien there, and all the stars, and even the gradients in the gunshots there. You don't really get that with a Thorpe and Porter book. It's just solid. Still great, just different, you know. I'm going to put that down to production costs, and I know that Alan Class did a lot of his stuff on a shoestring. Really, you know, they did skip corners and reuse covers, etc. But I've got a feeling that the Thorpe and Porter books were even tighter than Alan Class, which surprises me because with Thorpe and Porter being a distribution company as well, I would have thought that would have kept them quite buoyant. I'll just give you a quick flick through of some of these things. Typical for the time, you get a bit of prose. Valley of the Giants. Always handle these books gingerly because the devils aren't stapled in, or very rarely stapled in. It's just, you know, heat pressed with a bit of glue, I think. Just find something which is they're very short stories as well. Some of these are just like one-page things, but so much detail in the artwork, so much detail. Obviously black and white just renders that more visible, not being hidden behind the full colour of the time, which a lot of the full colour printing of the time, they wouldn't be absolutely bob on to the line work, so you get colour bleed, which has always been a big thing of me, which is why I'm a big fan of like the Marvel Masterworks Golden Age volumes and Atom Age volumes, where they're actually shifted correctly. Some people hate that. They prefer the full colour bleed through. We're all different. I can understand why they like that. I mean, PS Art books is another prime example where they keep the colour bleed away from the line work. So, you know, it's more truer to how the books are printed, published in the first instance. But no, it's not correct. It's just due to the limitations of the printing of the time, where you wouldn't get correct registration is the word I'm looking for. It's slightly out. And the black and white art with no colour is great for me because it shows the detail up so much. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Well, it's Fantastic Tales, isn't it? I'm just thinking to myself, can't see many spaceships in this issue. Lovely. Anyhow, Fantastic Tales number 3. Swiftly followed by Fantastic Tales number 5. Same deal. Block colour, but beautiful. I think a headline grabber of the day would be the big 68 pages, as Alan Class used the same sort of thing. Oh no, they called it full 68 pages. Like that. Big 68 pages. See, if I was publishing a comic at the time, I'd have probably put something like 68 pages. Quite a lot, isn't it? I'd have probably gone that route. You know, typically the British route. That's great. What should we do today, Captain? Hey, let's go and kill a very large iguana. Love it. I think when I went to Birmingham and dragged some of these Fantastic Tales off the shelf, I thought, oh, this is a series I want to collect. So I have been trying to buy them wherever else online I can see them. Some from eBay, some from 30th Century Comics, just to complete the run. So I've nearly done it. Get my big thumb out of the way. For 1,000,000 years our people have lived on the moon. It was our spaceship, not an Earthman's, that brought you here. While we can send our ships through space, our bodies are too weak to endure the trip. Lovely. Vacation on the moon. Lovely. Better stop there, otherwise I will just carry on reading the book and forget that there's a camera rolling. So moving on. Oh, I got him out of sequence. Naughty me. Or have I? No, I haven't. I just put it in the wrong pile. Next up is Fantastic Tales number 6. And there's a battle going on. Look at that. Just an amazing solid red. Solid green, and I don't think there's any gradation between the monster there in the background. It's the same solid colour. So yeah, definitely some sort of cost cutting going on there, I think. Save money. Beautiful. Yeah, and it looks like the green monster is definitely in his death throes, isn't he? I think. Yeah, he got that eyeball rolling into the back of the head. He's on his way out. Condition? Probably the worst out of all these I've shown you today. You got. Well, I wouldn't call it a spine-breaking crease. I call it a spine-breaking rip, which you can just about see there, I should imagine. It's okay. It's okay. Still proud to have it in my collection. Look at that. You can see the. You can see some of the letters in Tales bleeding through the green there. Or was that because the legend was put on last over the top of the green, and yellow being a weaker colour than green, a lighter colour than green, showing. The green showing through the tails? That's probably more like it. Which reminds me, the days are coming near when I'll be dragging out my Allen Class metal printing sets to show you how the issue covers were put together. I'm getting down the bottom of the first pile of 3. So, yeah, won't be long. And on that, my dear friends, brings today's episode to a close. Thank you for watching. I should really start to say this at the beginning of the video really, rather than at the end, but if you've enjoyed this video, please click the like, and please subscribe if you've enjoyed what you've seen and you'd like to see more. It spurs me on to keep showing you what I've got. We've only just started. Seriously, we've only just started. So have a great week, everyone. I shall see you approximately the same time, give or take 24 hours, next week. Bye for now.